Hello and welcome to 7-Minute Guitar. Also check us out on facebook.com/7minuteguitar for the resources that are used in these videos. Closer, more detailed photos are available at facebook.com/7minuteguitar. Today we're going to talk about the augmented 11th chords. Now to make an augmented 11th chord, you have a root note, you have a major third, you have the perfect fifth, you have a flatted or minor seventh, then you have the major ninth, and you have the 11th note sharp. So let's get to it. The first fingering style for the augmented 11th chord is to take your index finger and to bar the entire strings. This is a movable chord, so at this location they're building the root right here off the 6th string. So on the 3rd fret, it's a G 11th, or a G augmented 11th chord. Now take your middle finger, place it here on the 5th string, place your ring finger right here on the 3rd string, and your pinky finger right here on the 1st string. And this will be the G augmented 11th chord. So of course down here is an F sharp, here is an F, and if you removed your finger completely and dropped it down here, you would have the E augmented 11th chord. Next chord will bar 5 strings, and it works off the root note on the number 5 string. So here at the 3rd fret is a C augmented 11th. Now it's important to know that this fingering I'm about to do contains no third, so it's just 1, 5, 7, 9, and 11. What we have here is just the middle finger on the 3rd string. In this case at the 4th fret, this is a C augmented 11th. And of course, it being a movable chord, up here 2 frets up at the 5th fret would be a D augmented 11th, and down here would be an F augmented 11th. So if you wanted to do it with the open string, just right there, this would be your E augmented 11th, and just play these 5 strings. Next fingering style, we'll use this number 3 string as the root note. It does have us bar the entire 5 strings here. We place our middle finger here on string number 1 and our ring finger on string number 2. And the root note is being built off right here on the 3rd string. So in this case, this is an A augmented 11th chord. Again, this chord is movable, so this would be a B up here 2 more frets at the 4th fret. And if we wanted to do it with open strings, if that's the A flat, here's a G, and just play. Fingering for the augmented 11th builds its root note here on the 2nd string. So don't get confused when we're referring to this chord by the 1st fret, working our frets off the 1st finger, but we're referring to its name by its root note, which is here on the 3rd fret in this case. So what I've done is I have placed my ring finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret 4th string, and the index finger on the 1st fret 3rd string. The pinky is down here on the 2nd string 3rd fret. So many numbers to remember. This is the D note, and this is playing the D augmented 11th. Only play the 4 middle strings. This is also a movable chord, so if you choose to slide up 2 frets, this will be an E augmented 11th. If here's an F, there's an F sharp. Here's a G augmented 11th. Index finger is on the 6th fret. but our root note is here on the 8th fret. Next fingering builds this root note off the 3rd string. It asks us to place our index finger on the 2nd string, our middle finger on the 4th string, our ring finger on the 3rd string, and stretch out that pinky finger down to the 1st string. In this location, it's called a B flat augmented 11th because this note right here is the root note of B flat. It also wants us to only play these 4 strings, the 4 high strings. Like a bass note in there, take your pinky and move it all the way up to the 6th string, deaden the 5th string, and just play the 6th string, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Running out of time, but I want to show you 2 more fingerings, so I'm just going to do them and you watch. Index finger here, middle finger here, ring finger here, play these 4 strings, and it's called an F augmented 11th. It's a movable chord, so that'll be a G augmented 11th, an A augmented 11th. Now back here at the 3rd fret, if I have my index finger here, but now my middle finger here, and my ring finger here, here at the 3rd fret, this is called a G sharp augmented 11th. Sorry I rushed it there at the end. There's a lot of material to cover. Check out facebook.com/7minuteguitar, the photos album called Chords. I'll place all the chords for the augmented 11th in there, and there's a lot of other chords in there as well, so check those out. Practice your fingering and come back tomorrow for another video.